Welcome to another episode of Whitetail Rendezvous, coming to you 6 days a week as we interview whitetail experts and hear their traditions and personal stories of the hunt. Learn more about the latest gear, discover proven tips, and the latest strategies so you can make your next hunt a success. Now, here's your host, Bruce Hutchin.
Welcome to another episode of Whitetail Rendezvous. This is your host, Bruce Hutchin, and I am the executive producer. And I'm heading to Kentucky this evening, and I'm going to meet up with Melissa Blair. Melissa is the vice president of Wildlife Women. Hey.
Hello.
Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bruce?
Well, I'm just fabulous, and we had a great warm-up to the show, so I'm excited to get into it, and let's talk about what's so special about Wildlife Women.
Well, it has a very special place in my heart. The lady who actually founded and is president of Wildlife Women is one of my best friends, and she started this because of her daughter being allergic to meat. And they found out that her daughter could eat wild game, and it was fine. She wasn't allergic to it. And once she found herself as a single mom, she knew that she was going to have to take on hunting to provide for her daughter. And she had a few years where she had friends and relatives that would help her to go out and hunt. And she decided one year that, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go out and hunt on my own now and get the food for my daughter so we can provide for her and she can have stuff to eat. And she took that whole year and she didn't get anything. And it was very heartbreaking to her. She had a meltdown, and it started with a Facebook post saying, I've had a bad year of hunting, and I'd like to know who else would like to learn how to hunt. And within a couple hours, she had 50 responses, and she realized she needed to do something about it. And this is how Wildlife Women came about. And what we do is we set up seminars, and we try to educate, inspire, and encourage women to get into the outdoors. So
in the warm-up, we talked about it's not just hunting, folks. And so if you're a lady, a single mom, or somebody that wants to get into the outdoors, it could be a hike, it could be a canoe trip, it could be catching crappies, it could be learning how to skin a squirrel. That would be hunting. Or
even camping, anything.
And so some people say, Wildlife Rendezvous is a hunting show, which it is. But we talk about being outdoors because women are the fastest growing segment in the outdoor industry right now, the outdoor industry, not just the hunting segment, which they're having a big impact. But why do you think so many women are getting into the outdoors?
I think it's because, back, I guess when my mother even was brought up, or even when I was even younger, I hate to say this, but it was kind of a stigma on women that we were supposed to stay home barefoot and be pregnant, I guess is a good way of putting it. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that, and I hope nobody takes that in a bad way. I probably shouldn't have worded it that way, but I mean, that's the way it was. That's the way it was.
That's the way it was.
And now the world, it's different than what it used to be. There's a lot more single mothers. There's just a lot more women that is more independent. And we want to be able to do things on our own now. We realize that we can. We realize that there's a way to do things on our own. And we also want to be able to enjoy the outdoors and what there is to offer for us. And I think that it's a big thing for a woman to be able to provide for her family, not only her husband or her live-in friend or whoever she has, something that we enjoy doing and we want to be able to do. We want to be more independent. We want to look at being able to pass that along to our kids that, you don't have to stay at home. You can get out in the world and enjoy it and do things on your own. And, it's a dying tradition now. The kids, it's more of a social media world, and the kids is more in front of a TV playing video games. And it's left up to our mothers more, the mothers, us women, to be able to get our kids more into the outdoors, to get them away from the TVs and the video games and all that, so we can be able to make sure that our tradition of how we were brought up or how our parents or grandparents were brought up is passed on, that it doesn't die out.
Well said. And one thing at the beginning of this, your friend, the president of wildlife
Yes.
women. Her daughter had a allergy to meat, but organic
Right.
meat, the pure organic meat that's been there since
Yeah.
time began, if you
Processed.
will, has a big impact. I know a word that is used, adult onset hunters. They're looking for meat that they know where it came from. I have one good friend, Stephanie Voods, an attorney out here in Colorado. She was a vegan,
Yeah.
and she knew that it wasn't good for her. She needed red meat because she also was a biathlete. And so she got into biathlon, which is shoot and ski. And she realized, wait a minute, I need more protein in my body than what she was getting. And so she started to eat meat. Now she hunts to get her own
Oh,
meat.
that's awesome. Yeah.
And you just think about that. And then there's so many people that are realizing that they want to know where their meat's coming from. And,
Well,
you know,
everybody's looking to be healthier too. There's a lot of diseases and things going on that I think comes out of being something processed or sitting somewhere in a grocery store. And people are now realizing that if they go out and get their own meat, their own veggies or whatever they grow, or go out and hunt, then they're living a healthier life. They're feeling better about themselves.
Whitetail Rendezvous and Strike Force Energy have joined together. What have they joined together to do? Well, they joined together to help you kick the can. That's right. Strike Force Energy is the fastest growing new energy drink on Amazon today. It's simple. All you do is rip, drip, and sip. That's it. No sugar, no crash, no calories. It gives you the ability to focus and stay in the stand, stay on the hunt all day long without carrying around a can. When I get a sample pack, simply go to strikeforceenergy.com, put in WR free, and you'll get a 4-count sample pack from Strike Force Energy. Let's talk about wildlife women. You mentioned seminars and you invite people. How do people get a hold? Say, if somebody wants to raise their hand and say, Melissa, yeah, I'm one of those women. I want to get involved. How do they do that?
Well, they can get on our website. We have one, www.wildlife-women.com. And they can get on there, and there's a place that they can contact us. It sends an email. They can also look on there, and there's an email address if they want to directly just go on the email and send us one. Or, anybody is free to contact me. I'm always passing out business cards with my phone number on it. And if I don't answer, it's because I may be doing my real job, my paying job. So they can always leave me a message, and I can get back with them, or even text me. My phone number, I'll throw it out, is 606-634, and everybody's going to love this kicker, 1911, if anybody's a gun fanatic. So, yes, you're looking at a gun girl right here. Even
45.
Yeah. But 606-634-1911, that's my number. They can get a hold of me. But you can get on the website. You can look around there. Right now, we are in 5 states. And if somebody is in a state that we're not in, then if you want to consider being a part of Wildlife Women and maybe doing what we do in their state, then we have a chapter leader application that we can email right to them and they can fill out, and we can do our little bit of background check, and our board members will go through and see if we can get one out in that state or get them if they want to do it.
What's your email address?
My email address
For Wildlife Women.
For Wildlife Women is just Wildlife Women, KY1, the number 1, not spelled out, but the number 1 at gmail.com. Really
Wildlife
simple.
Women at KY for Kentucky 1 at gmail.com. So
Yes.
if you're interested, ladies, instead of calling or whatever, you should email, probably be easier. And thanks for that, because more than ever, women need a place that is safe.
Well,
and
right.
they feel like they don't have anything to prove, or they're
Right.
not in competition.
Right.
Safe is the best way that I can say it, that you can get
Yeah.
around other women that will welcome you, because sometimes, even in social media, it isn't
You
a
can get
nice place.
intimidated. Right.
Well, especially women that hunt.
Exactly. And we'll have women that comes to our seminars that absolutely knows nothing, that may not even own a gun or a bow, whatever we're doing. And we'll have women that is very knowledgeable in it. I'm not saying I'm very knowledgeable. Every time I go to something, I'm learning something new. Most of our seminars, 70% of our seminars are women. We may have some seminars that we do, family seminars or family events, I should say. It was called oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. We come up with little catchy names for our events. But anyway, it was in West Virginia, our chapter leader out there. She'd done a float event where everybody come in with, it was like a Mardi Gras float thing. They had these big floats that they had decorated. There was people in costumes with tutus. They was in kayaks. It was like a big Mardi Gras parade on the river. You just had to have seen it. But it was a family event. So some of our events are families. Some maybe even women and children. Some is co, so we'll have men and women. We're actually getting ready to have a tanning class here in Southeast Kentucky, how to tan hides for men and women. That's going to be here in the end of March. That event I just put up about a week or so ago on our website. So we do put all of our events up on the website. If there's an event that you want to go to, whether you're out of state or in state or close to it, come to it. We'd be happy to have you.
We talked earlier about your bucket list, and something's going to happen this weekend that's on your bucket list, and it won't be on Monday. So let's talk about that.
Oh, yes. Well, we have a chapter leader down in Alabama, and I'm a Kentucky girl. We've got elk here in Southeast Kentucky, and we've got deer and this and that, but we don't have hogs, wild boars. Well, Miss Kristen Carlisle, our chapter leader down in Alabama, has set us up on a hog hunt. So we're going down to her neck of the woods and go down there and do us a big hog hunt. And I'm so excited. Us ladies up here in Kentucky has been wanting to do this for a while. So we get to go down in Alabama this weekend and hopefully get us some pork to bring home.
Well, it's kind of interesting how you're hunting them. So tell us the rest of the story.
Yes. Well, from what I can understand, this is how she hunts. This is how they, how they hunt them down there, how she does in her area. They have dogs, and they turn dogs loose, find the hog and have a catch dog and kind of hem the hog up and keep it at bay until we can get to them. And then we're going to be using knives, hold the hog down and take it. So it's going to be very interesting. Let me just say, it's going to be some good footage too. Let me just say that.
Well, yeah, with the handheld and Instagram and Facebook Live and all that, it should be fun.
Yes.
Since I've never hunted hogs, I wouldn't know what to expect. But
well, I don't either. But our chapter leader, Kristen Carlisle, has told us that get ready because it's going to be something you've never experienced before.
Well, I can't wait to see some things on social media that will reflect the fun that you've all had on your upcoming hog hunt.
Whitetail Rendezvous is pleased to announce a partnership with GoHunt.com. Who's GoHunt.com? Well, if you're a DIY hunter, you need the information at GoHunt.com/insider. Why? Because it provides 4,200 profiles, every unit, every species, and every season. Furthermore, they give in-depth analysis, interactive maps, unit access, and seasonal trends. Draw odds are very important, and they give you the most accurate information in the business. All this is available when you go to GoHunt.com/insider. Make sure you use promo code WR when you join Insider. You'll get a $50 gift card for GoHunt.com Gear Shop. All in all, if you're hunting out west in 2018, GoHunt.com Insider is where you need to be to get all the research information. When you use promo code WR, Whitetail Rendezvous receives a small commission from GoHunt.com.
Let's talk about your memories of hunting. So you've been hunting for a while. Let's talk about some of your stories that you'd like to share to show what hunting is.
Well, I will say that I love to turkey hunt. I love to deer hunt too, but I do love my turkey hunting. If I was to choose, I'd probably choose turkey hunting a little bit more over deer. I don't know why I would say that, but I just enjoy it. To me, I feel like turkey hunting is kind of a challenge, and I guess that's why I enjoy it more. It's all a challenge. I'm not saying it's not. It's just that I'm fascinated. I guess the first time I took a turkey, I couldn't get over how beautiful they really are. The feathers, the colors, it's something that you just don't see unless you're close up to them. And to watch them come in and strut around the way they do, fan them big feathers out. The first time I killed a turkey, he didn't put his feathers out. He just kind of come in and was picking around, and he's been my biggest. He was 23 pounds and had a 10.5-inch beard and a 1 1/4 inch spurs. So he was a pretty good sized turkey. We was estimating him somewhere around probably 4 years old. Then had a turkey, and this is a funny story. This is probably one of my most memorable ones. I went turkey hunting with our president, Bridget Holbrook, and we went to a friend's farm, and he told us we was going to hunt out of this hoochie shack. Now, he called it a hoochie shack. So we get in this little shack with the dirt floor, and it's got windows in it that's the one-way windows. So here we are in this hoochie shack, and he said, now, girls, we got a decoy out there, and the decoy's name is Big Sexy. So we had a decoy set out there that we called Big Sexy, and we used the calls a few times, and finally we had a big gobbler to come in, and I told her she was going to be the first to take one unless we was able to double. So I was going to let her take the first turkey because she was leaving on a plane the next day to Hawaii. So I said, you know, this is your last chance to get a turkey. I'll still be here and have a little time. So this big turkey comes in. He sees Big Sexy, the decoy, and he was strutting around. I mean, chills went up my spine. I mean, we recorded it, and I'm saying, oh, my God, it's a big turkey. Oh, my God, it's a big. I'm whispering the whole time. It's a big turkey. It's a big turkey. Oh, my God, he's big. That's all I kept saying. He put those big tail feathers out and was strutting around there and put his wings down on the ground, you know, like how they drum. It was just amazing. It's one experience that I will never forget, is seeing that first turkey like that do that. And that was something that, I mean, it's embedded in my brain. It's on our show, so people get to watch that. So
Did she get the turkey?
she got the turkey. She did. And what is even funnier, I can go on with this story, is the guy that we went, his name is Biggin. His nickname is Biggin. He's actually a retired fish and wildlife guy here in Kentucky. He was in there with us, and when her turkey, we was like doing a high five and being real quiet, and all of a sudden her turkey started rolling down a hill. Well, Biggin, being the big guy he is, run over top of me to get out of the hoochie shack because her turkey was going away and he was going to try to go get it. So he plowed over me. It's videoed. Plowed over me and got outside, and then it stopped. And then we saw another turkey coming in, and I grabbed Bridget's shotgun because I left my shotgun in the hoochie shack. So here I am getting her shotgun because I thought, oh, I'm going to get a chance to get me a turkey. But I guess we was celebrating and making too much noise that he kind of backed off and went the other way.
That sounds like a great time.
It was the best. We went down there and got her big turkey. Me and her both took a selfie with that turkey. And, you know, us ladies, we have to take selfies. So,
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
oh, but I tell you, she got a nice turkey too. I think it's about 22 or 23 pounds. He had a 9.5-inch beard and I think a little over an inch spur. I can't remember, maybe an inch and a quarter too. But it was a nice turkey she got.
Now, what about your kids? You have 3 children. Do they hunt?
I do. I have 3 kids. I will say they all 3 hunt. My oldest, I'm proud of all 3 of my kids. My oldest is 24. She's a RN and works in UK hospital in cardiovascular ICU. And she deer hunts. She's been turkey hunting a couple of times, but never got a turkey. But she has beat mama with the deers. I will say that. She's a great deer hunter. She is more of a fisherman than a deer hunter because she went to Morehead State University here in Kentucky and was on the collegiate bass fishing team there. So she,
Oh my goodness. She's
yeah,
big time.
she is big time. She follows KVD. And for people who don't know who that is, that's Kevin Van Dam. She follows that whole bass circuit. She goes to these bass classics and watches the weigh-ins and talks with all these guys and follows them.
How come she's not on the circuit?
Real life, you know, just trying to make money. You know, it's kind of hard to be that way, I guess. She's married June the 1st. She does have a fiance, and she says that she has the truck and he has the boat. So she's got the truck to pull his boat with. So,
That sounds like a pretty good partnership.
yeah, it's a really good partnership. I'm really proud of both of them. They're really great kids. I can call them kids because she's mine. And I have a son who's 19. He's in his sophomore year at University of Louisville. He's going into music education. He is so talented in the music department. He loves to shoot guns more than he does hunt. He has done maybe some squirrel hunting or something here and there, but not a lot. He likes to fish too. And then I have a son, Adam, who is 11. He likes to go with mama a lot. So me and him do a lot of hunting. He's still trying to figure it all out. He likes to move a whole lot. It's hard for him to sit still, but he's learning. He's getting used to it. He's a great little archer. I will say that. He loves to shoot bows. And I'm so tickled about that because I wasn't brought up into archery. I was brought up into guns. And the past 3 years, I've just been doing archery. So he's on his archery team in school and he loves it.
Well, that's good. I mean, you got everybody heading in the right direction.
I hope so.
Well, it sounds like you're doing a great job. Now, does your husband hunt or fish?
Yes, he does. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to do either. He does do it when he has some time. You know, he's always been busy working and trying to provide for the family. So I will say my side of the family is more of a fishing family because we was actually on Lake Cumberland in Kentucky during the summer more than we were in the woods through the winter, I guess you could say, hunting. But we were always out on the lake doing something.
Well, it sounds like you've got a great thing going. This section of the show, let's just talk about challenging women to get out of their comfort zone. The ladies, for whatever reason, somebody told them to listen to this podcast. If you're doing a seminar in front of a group of ladies that never hunted or fished or spent it in the outdoors, what are you going to try to tell them?
I'm going to tell them what I've had other ladies to tell me through these seminars. And that is that by coming to a seminar or just getting out with a group of ladies to learn how to do something in the outdoors is something that, I mean, one way I can describe it is it makes my heart smile. These ladies, they enjoy it. It gives them some girl time. It gives them time to be away from the children for a little bit. You know, as a mama, you need that time to yourself. You need that time with other ladies. You need that time just to be able to step outside your comfort zone. That's just like me with hog hunting. I've always wanted to do it, but it's something that I've never done. So it's going to be something out of my comfort zone. But it's something that deep down gives you a little bit more independence, and it just makes you feel so much better about yourself. And you have to be able to enjoy time with other ladies or enjoy time in the outdoors to make yourself happy so that you can live a better life. Staying in the house all the time or not being able to get out and enjoy that great outdoors, it can make you a really bad person. You know, you really don't enjoy yourself. You don't enjoy your family. I've been there. You're busy running the daily routine, being in the house, doing this, doing that, and you become a really mean person in your household, and nobody likes to be around you. So by stepping outside the house and being able to do something outside your comfort zone and being with other ladies and learning something in the outdoors, it does make you a happier person. Let me just say, it really does.
Well, thanks for that. And ladies, take it to heart. And guys, if you've got a wife that just has never joined you in outdoors, have them get a hold of Melissa at Wildlife Women and have a chit chat, get her on social media and just expand it. Because I think, guys, we don't do enough to support the women around us. Even I have grandkids, and this summer, my granddaughter, I'm going to get her up in the mountains, 12,000 feet, and where there's bears and lions and elk.
Oh, yeah.
And foxes. We have a camp we call the Fox Camp. And when we set up, the fox just knows people camps there. So if he's alive, he's around. But
that's nice.
Hey, folks. Bruce Hutchin, host of Whitetail Rendezvous. Hey, I'm pleased to announce that Buckwild Coffee is continuing their sponsorship for 2019. What's so special about Buckwild Coffee? Well, a gazillion people every day go to Starbucks and buy coffee. Well, I'll ship it to your house. Yes, I'll ship light, medium, or dark roast, ground, or bean, right to your house. It's real simple. Just go to whitetailrendezvous.com/shop, pick out what roast you want, and we'll ship it out. Take a look at Buckwild Coffee, the finest roast in the West. Well, finest roast around the campfire, finest roast around your kitchen table. It's just flat out the finest roast you can get today. Order some at whitetailrendezvous.com/shop.
My takeaway from chatting with Melissa is experience the outdoors. And if it's just going on a hike, and to go on a hike, you need some boots.
Yeah.
You need a water bottle. And if it's really warm, then take a little day pack and throw some
little knickknacks in there.
And that's about all you need, and go with somebody else. Learn, find mentors. And it's people like Wildlife Women. It's groups like that are getting women into the outdoors, challenging them and giving them skills so you can face the challenges of the day. And I know how hard it is. A lot of the ladies on my show have been single moms. And so
Yes.
it's not easy. But through hunting, all of a sudden, their abilities to meet these challenges become greater.
Yes.
Your thoughts on that, Melissa?
Yes, I agree. A lot of times I know even when my children were younger, it was kind of harder to get into the outdoors. Then that's when you take your children into the outdoors with you. You also may have the ability to find somebody to maybe watch your children for a little bit and let you go out and enjoy it yourself. It's challenging, and it's just better to enjoy your life now than later, because believe me, maybe later it may be too late for you when you realize it. You have all this time and all these chances to take advantage of it. So do it.
And with that, folks, we're going to wrap up this episode of Whitetail Rendezvous. And Melissa Blair, Vice President of Wildlife Women, it's been such a pleasure just to visit with you.
Well, thank you. I really, really enjoyed it. I really have.
And one thing we didn't mention, Melissa also blogs for Humble Bow Hunters. So check out Humble Bow Hunters. How do they do that?
They can just go online, www.humblebowhunter.com. And I've got some blogs on there. I blog on Wildlife Women also. And it's a great organization. Like I said, I've only been bow hunting for about 3 years. And it's great to be able to experience and talk to people that enjoy bow hunting and enjoy the outdoors also.
Well, with that, we're going to end this segment. And thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another episode of Whitetail Rendezvous, where you can listen and learn from the experts so you can be more successful on your next hunt. Until next time, listen, learn, and succeed.